All right, so let's talk about XOR, for example. That's just what was part of today's lecture. So there's a binary game where you practice doing XOR. So it's one bit, and exclusive OR means one half of them has to be 1 and the other has to be 0 in order to get a result of 1. If they're both the same, 0, 0 or 1, 1, the answer is 0. All right, so you can do that in Python. You can just do it in a truth table. Now if you have 2 bits, you just compare the bits one by one. The rightmost bit to the rightmost bit is 0. The rightmost bit to the rightmost bit is 1 and 0, so you get 1. Rightmost bit is 1. Rightmost bit is 1, so you get 0. And the leftmost bit, you do it separately. The leftmost bits are all zeros for the first 3, so those are zeros. The last one has a leftmost bit of 0 and a leftmost bit of 1, so you get a 1. So you can do as many bits as you want with XOR. You just do the bits one at a time. And so, all right. And there's 4 bits. So here you take the rightmost bit, 0 to 0, XORs to 0. So does the next 2. The last one is 1 and 0, so that stays 1. And here you've got a 1 that matches a 0, so that gives you a 1. The next bit is 0 and 0. That's 0. And then you have 1, 1 and 0, 0, so those turn into 1, 1. Okay, you have 1 and 0 for each of them. This one here you have all 1s. So these 3 1s turn into 0s because 1 XOR 1 is 0, but the last one is 0 XOR 1, and that's a 1. Here you have 0, 1, 0, 1, XOR 1, 0, 1, 0, and they totally complement each other. So in each case you have a 0 and a 1. Here you have a 1 and a 0. Here you have a 0 and a 1. Here you have a 1 and a 0, so the answer is 1, 1, 1, 1. So I hope that's clear. All right. So let's try the game, which is here. Now let me make this bigger. All right. So what's 8 XOR 7? Just put any comment, your results in the chat, and I'll talk about it. Getting a text document ready here. Okay. Anybody figured it out? I'm not seeing anybody figure it out. Let me talk about it. So you take 8 in binary. What's 8 in binary? You should know that. Well, this appears to be a defect of the online teaching system. I can't see people. Not getting any answer from anybody. I'll demonstrate it here for a couple of these, and then I'll quit doing it for today because I think I've lost people. But the point is, when you have 8, these are nibbles. We did them last time. So it's 1, 0, 0, 0 is 8 because the bit on the right is the number of 1s, then the number of 2s, then the number of 4s, and then the number of 8s. So that's 8, and 7 is 0, 1, 1, 1. So if you do the XOR, you're going to get 1, 1, 1, 1. As you go down here, they each have 1 and 0, and that's 15. Yeah, there are. Good. I've seen an answer. All right, good. Thank you. Makes me feel better. All right. So let's try another one of these. How about this? 4 XOR 9. So if you do the same thing here, I need 4 equals. So what's 4 in binary? All right, that's good. 0, 1, 0, 0. That's right. And how about 9? Simplistic conjugate is doing well. That's good. 1, 0, 0, 1 is correct. That's 1. So if you do the XOR, what do you get? You just take the bits one by one. Yep, that's it. 1, 1, 0, 1, exactly. Because here you have a 0 and a 1, so that's a 1. Here you have a 1 and a 0, so that's a 1. Here you have 2 zeros, so that's a 0. Here you have a 0 and 1, and that's a 1. So that's 1, 1, 0, 1. And what's that in decimal? Yep, 13, exactly. That's 13 because it's 8 plus 4 plus 1, 13. So the right answer is 13. Very good. Let's try another one since we're going ahead here. So 11 XOR 9. All right. So what's 11 in binary and 9 in binary? Yep, 11 is 10, 11, it is, and 9 is, I think we had 9 last time, so that should be pretty easy. Yep, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so what's the XOR? That's it. 0, 0, 1, 0, and that's 2. Good. You guys are moving right along. I'm going to do one more. This is good. All right. So let's try this one. 8 XOR 0. So I need an 8 and a 0 in binary. So what's 8? Yep. 8's 1,000 and 0 is all zeros. So what's the XOR? That's right. It's 1, 0, 0, 0. So what's that in base 10? Yep, it's 8. And this, of course, in retrospect, is obvious. XORing something with 0 does nothing. None of the bits will flip. The bits that are 0 will stay 0, and the bits that are 1 will stay 1. So XORing anything with 0, you just get the same answer back. All right, good. Well, that's all I wanted to do today, I think.